Good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Blair Stewart. I work for the PAT Department. I cover the Northern Virginia area of the state. Just a few stats that we've had for the last few months. Individuals trained, just almost 520 folks that we've trained. We've distributed just over 14,400 items. And our no-show calls every month with Kathy Waldron and the help of the help desk, we make sure that all of the members get notified when a no-show shows up. Some of the display events that we've been to for the last few months, we had the VDOT Safety Day, and I'm not going to bother reading all of these to you. You can see them up there. Most everybody can see what's up there. But these are things that we reach out to. Gives us a chance to reach out to a lot of individuals that we don't get to see on a normal basis, like homeowners, things like that, and be able to explain the misutility process and the importance of calling in and getting those tickets and their properties marked to avoid any damages, injuries, and of course disruption of services. One of the events that's starting to happen more and more, it's a national night out. This national night out is mainly for law enforcement officers, fire departments, safety personnel, and I got to participate in the Manassas one. U.S. Marshal Service was there, DEA was there. There were 3 helicopter divisions came in, a couple military, medevac helicopters. It's kind of a fair type of event. A lot of kids come to this, families come out, and again, it's a great opportunity for us to be able to reach out to folks outside of the excavating community and explain what we do, and again, the importance of what we do. Columbia Gas happened to participate this one too, and this was part of their booth. They probably had, I think, almost 10 vehicles at this particular event, and they were distributing a lot of literature too, and of course promoting the 811 number. This was the VDOT Safety Rodeo, Safety Day event, and we had a table at this particular event too, again, distributing literature. Atmos Energy asked us to participate with them, and I think you can probably see this individual right there, my partner in crime in the back there, Mr. Pat Wilson, that we keep bringing out of retirement every so often. They all saying that just when I thought it was safe to quit, they keep sucking me back in. Well, poor Pat gets sucked back in a lot. Some of the training events that we've conducted over the last 3 months. Again, I'm not going to read the list to you. Pretty extensive. Training events, again, web ticket entry training that we do. Normally, we have these once a month in the areas that we all represent, Northern Virginia, Richmond, and now with Jennifer joining us, we'll be having them in the Tidewater area. And of course, we have them in Roanoke also. We also do training events where we give the Dig with Care presentation. We also do other types of training besides the Dig with Care presentations. Companies will call us and ask us to come out and talk to their employees just about misutility law, the ticket process, any kind of thing like that. And if your company is interested in having us come by and stop by and talk to your employees, we're more than happy to do that. Contact us. You can always contact the help desk. They'll get you in touch with us too. And like I say, we'd love to come out and do these type of training events. A few other events up here. One was this Lunch and Learn I'd like to talk about real quick by Draper Aiden and Glenn Allen. They were very kind to have this Lunch and Learn and talk about, again, this utility process. And this is a photo of that particular event. Roanoke Gas had some excavator training that we were allowed to come in and participate with too. Atmos Energy invited us in to do some training. Advisory committees, we attend those each month also. And one of the purposes of us attending those meetings is be able to come back to the local damage prevention committees and disseminate the information that happened at these advisory board meetings, so everybody throughout the state is hopefully getting the same information and keeping abreast of what's going on with the State Corporation Commission. Some association meetings we've been attending. Haruka, HCCA, the Home Builders Association of Southside Virginia, and NAWIC, that's the National Association of Women in Construction, that Tracy gets to participate with. Damage Prevention Committee meetings that we've held, again, that we've participated in. If you don't or haven't been to one of these meetings, we encourage you to do so. Again, one is to be able to keep abreast of what's going on with the state, with any new things that might be coming out as far as rule changes, things like that. But it's also a great place to network with people in your area, discuss common issues that you may be having, problems that you may be having, and hopefully be able to work with people that are there and resolve these issues. So these events are posted on our events calendar. So if you haven't been to one, I highly encourage you to start attending. Excuse me. August 11th, the 811 Day. Some of our activities included, we had a special page on our website that had suggestions for our stakeholders to be able to promote 811 one day of the year. And the State Corporation Commission, they have a public service announcement, and we had a link to that so folks could see that also. We had daily social media messages going out via Facebook and Twitter. We had a customized damage prevention professional magazine, link on there also. And again, internet advertising campaign, the roadblock page on our webpage also. The roadblock page here, as you can see, it gives you more information in promoting the 811 Day. Our latest edition of our quarterly newsletter is out and available through the link on our website. It talks about our ISO certification. Some of the United Way actions, things that we participate, our company is very active in participating with the United Way. Our Employee of the Quarter, Ms. Tracy Lamb. We have an industry focus, and it also talks about how the call center handled the issues with the huge storm that we had, the derecho coming through, knocking out a lot of infrastructure within the state, and how we were able to maintain the call center functioning during that time. I don't have the time to talk about all the things that happened during that time right now, but it's a very interesting article to find out how we were able to maintain service during that time. I'd also like to talk about Jennifer for a minute. Jennifer, would you mind standing up real quick? I'm going to embarrass you a little bit. Jennifer Menke, our newest member to our PAT department, and as you've heard, she'll be covering the Tidewater area. I'd like to welcome Jennifer to our team. She started August 20th, and she's a former middle school math teacher from the Chesapeake Public Schools. In addition to teaching, she was involved in data collection and evaluation process to help individualize instruction. She has website content experience, and she was selected from a pool of slightly over 50 applicants, and we're very proud to have her with us. So welcome, Jennifer. Upcoming events, of course, training opportunities, local damage prevention committee meetings, the advisory committee dates and locations are posted all up on our website on the events calendar. If you have any questions about anything, of course, please contact one of us, and be sure to visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you.
Thank you, Blair. Now I get to give confessional here. The newsletter is not out on the website yet. That's my fault. It will be by the end of the day tomorrow. That is my promise. Also related to the website, Blair made mention of our 811 page. That page you still can access on the website, and in particular, you might want to take a look at that, for the ability to see the SCC's PSA, but also the customized damage prevention professional magazine. We provided a link to our remote users, any of you with one of our Newton accounts, to be able to go directly to that. We also have a link to that off of that 811 page. So if you haven't had the chance to see it, I'll encourage you to do that as well. Blair talked about how, the importance we see in attending the local advisory, or the state monthly advisory committee meetings, so that as things occur at those meetings, we have the opportunity then to go back through the damage prevention committees and update stakeholders on what's going on. A prime example of that, at the August and September advisory committee meetings, there were a number of cases that came up where hand digging was the cause of the damage. And that gave us the opportunity to go to several of the Damage Prevention Committee meetings and to remind folks there about the hand digging best practices that the state developed 2004, 2005, and to remind folks of what those actual standards are. So again, we see our being there in attendance as critical as we can be a conduit of information back out to the stakeholders. And lastly, a number of those display events, only one of those display events that we participated in, there was a fee involved. We thank Atmos for the ability to partner with them on the air show in Dublin last weekend. In spite of Tech having a home football game on Saturday and some really nasty weather in this part of the state on Saturday, we still had over 1,000 folks who stopped by the booth and chatted with Perry or with Pat or Pat's wife Peggy. So really good response and great opportunities for us to share public awareness information. If you know of an event that's going on, or your agency or organization has something like that, whether it's a safety day event with employees or something that you're doing with outreach to customers or to the public, and you'd like us involved, please let Blair, Tracy, Jennifer, or me know. We'd be happy to be there. We really value those opportunities to help spread the word of damage prevention.